morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Feel free to join in with us singing our gathering song this morning if you would like. It's campfire style.
The words will hopefully be on the screen behind us.
Yes, they are. But they'll get them.
Okay.
Be ready to come during announcements.
We're out there early.
Hello. We love you. Welcome to the Unitarian Church of Los Alamos. My name is the Reverend Tina DeYoe, and I use she, her pronouns, and I am the minister at this congregation. Whoever you are, whomever you love, whatever your image of the holy, wherever you are on your life's journey, you are welcome here. If this is your first time with us, we'd love to get to know you. Please sign our guest sign-in book in the foyer. And you can also speak with our greeter, Mike McNaughton, and Rebecca Howard over here, signing the Joys and Sorrows, who's our membership committee chairperson. Or you can speak to me for more information about our church. Or, after the service, you can attend our UU 101 class, our Unitarian Universalist 101 class after the service in classroom 2 down the hall to learn more about our church. And if you're joining us online, hello. We're glad you're with us. Please sign our virtual guest book. The link is located in the notes below the video. And you can also submit a virtual joy or sorrow to be read the next week or in our service. And today, our spiritual enrichment staff, Elizabeth Portillos and Tara Height, are out. They will be back next week. But you can talk to myself more about our spiritual enrichment offerings as well. And there are flyers on the table in the foyer about those programs for all ages, kids, youth, and adults. And also for our kids in our service, we have our activity table up front here. And we ask that kids use whisper voices at that table. Kids can also stay seated with their parents, and parents and kids also can sit in our library quiet room. And Sarah Hamoud, our nursery coordinator, will take younger kiddos to the nursery. We also have a nursery down the hall. We have our candles of community area over here and in the back, and you're invited to come up during the first hymn or now or any time before the prayer time to light a candle. And if you would also like to, you can write a joy or a sorrow in the book to be read aloud during the prayer time. So please go ahead and silence your cell phones this morning as we begin our worship service together. And you are now invited to greet your neighbor by introducing yourself. Try to see someone you haven't seen in a long time or don't recognize and introduce yourself. And if you'd rather just wave and not shake hands, that's okay too. And I'll call us back with a chime.
Got my shit together.
Okay.
Jamie and Tara.
Taryn, yeah. A big youth, adults, or young adult youth.
Church announcements can, oh, hello, I'm Mimi Adams, and I'm your worship associate today. I go by she, they, and I am the chair of the worship team. Church announcements can be read weekly through your email, can be found on our website, on our monthly printed flyers, many of which are on the table in the foyer, on the back of your bulletin, and on our social media pages. Today we are highlighting a few announcements. Get ready, Teresa. Today, after the service, we will have a sandwich buffet potluck. Even if you did not bring anything, you are welcome to stay for the potluck, and please consider helping clean up afterwards. Also happening today after the worship service, the membership committee will be starting this year's UU 101 classes. Grab a sandwich in the fellowship hall and then join us from 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. in classroom 2. All ages are welcome to learn about our UU shared values, UU history, and our Soul Matters small groups that you can join. This is the first of a series of presentations which will continue once per month through early December with a new member recognition service to follow. If you are new to this church or a long-term member or anywhere in between, you are welcome to join this class. Any ages, again. The church choir is starting up after a summer hiatus. If you are interested in singing in the church choir this year, the first practice will be on Wednesday, August 20th at 7:15 p.m. in the fellowship hall. Talk to Nylea for more information about joining the choir and before this Wednesday if you would like to join. Please make sure to talk to Nylea. Next Saturday, August 23rd, starting at 7 p.m., there will be a special forum here in the sanctuary given by former Unitarian Church of Los Alamos member Don Nieper. This special forum is titled American Anxiety, after Don's book. This timely talk examines how our national polarization emerges from our everyday interactions with consequences that run deeper than competitive politics. There will be lemonade and cookies after the forum. That's almost a reason to stay in of itself. Next Sunday, our comprehensive and inclusive sexuality education orientation at 12 noon for youth and parents. This is 7th through 9th grade. Our final 2 announcements will be from Renae and Vitaly about our Knife and Fork Church Dinner Groups program that will be starting again this fall, and Teresa.
Teresa's going first.
Hi, everybody. I'm Teresa Call. I go by she, her pronouns, and I'm the current president of the board. Jeff Franzak has been having some medical issues and has asked if someone could potentially help him with building issues. He's the building chair. So if you have a desire, or maybe not even a strong desire, but a little bit of a desire to learn a little bit more about this building and to help him out temporarily, please see me during the sandwich time after the service. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vitaly Giria. This year, I'm co-organizing the Knife and Fork. Last year, it was Dean and Earl Marie organizing this, so thank you very much for doing that. This announcement is oriented more towards the people that have not tried this last year. People that tried it last year, to the best of my knowledge, everybody likes it and everybody wants to do it again. I had their email list. I sent emails to them. Everybody said they want to participate again. For people that have not tried it before, and some were here at the church last year and maybe had some concerns, I want to give you some information about what it is and how much flexibility we have. So first of all, if it's hosted, it's hosted at different places. One of possibilities is hosting it at this church, at the fellowship hall. If you have house big enough, it can be hosted at your house. If it's hosted at your house, you don't have to prepare everything. You're only responsible for space and for appetizers. The rolls are distributed for main dish, desserts, and everything else between other, typically pairs. If you feel like you cannot do it every month, so typically we try to do it once a month, and it's on the host to organize and decide which day it will be hosted. Typically, it's weekend or Friday evening. It's usually best to try and send out announcement and coordinate in advance sufficiently to pick the date when everybody could do it. We had some people that are sort of in reserve, that they're backup. We had some people that said that they want to participate, but they cannot handle it every month. So if you are one of those, it's okay. We'll swap you with those people. You can send email to me, or I will have a sign-up sheet just outside this door. You just need to put your name, email list, and I'll send further communication to you again. The plan at the moment is to start hosting this in September and do it for about 6-7 months, possibly skipping maybe December, because this is typically a very busy month with other activities. Any questions, comments? So what we did last year, and I think we'll continue doing it again, we had about 8 to 9 people per group. So it's typically something that can fit in a common dining room. Once a month, and the host is collecting the information on which weekend or Friday works best for everybody. And typically the best way to do it is ask the question not when you can do it, but when you cannot do it, and then decide based on that.
They have more questions, they can talk to you after.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that announcement. So this is our call to worship time. We come together as a community every Sunday to pause and worship together. Worship creates connections within, among, and beyond us, calling us to live with wisdom and compassion, calling us to be our better selves. So our worship theme for the month of August is leadership. And today we are exploring leadership characteristics using the styles of leadership that are present in the movie The Wizard of Oz. If you didn't gather that already from your walk in on the Yellow Brick Road, we are talking about leadership styles and lessons from The Wizard of Oz. Also, as Unitarian Universalists, we have a history of being leaders, especially of reform and resistance. This leadership is reflected in our Unitarian Universalist Association covenant of shared values. And it's also reflected in our congregation covenant that was voted on at our last annual congregation meeting in May. And this reflects our UUA shared values and speaks to our specific context. So this year we begin the journey of living into our congregational covenant together. We can all be leaders in this work together. And our community is not bound by creed, but by relationships grounded in covenant. So let us now recite together an abbreviated version of our congregational covenant. Please join. Guided by our UU shared values, centered in love, we covenant to be open to all, be kind, trust, and be trustworthy, strive to understand, work to resolve conflict, accept democratic outcomes, be a steward. By this covenant, we shall grow our hearts. And now we will light our flaming chalice, the symbol of our shared faith. And Jamie and Taryn are coming up to light our chalice today. Thanks, guys. And Mimi has our chalice lighting words.
I'm Mimi. We light our chalice as a symbol of the light within us and the life that flows through the world around us. It is our beacon as we search for truth. It is the warmth in our hearts for love, and it is the energy that propels us to action. May we be kindled by our time together. Let us rise in body and or spirit for our opening hymn, Just as Long as I Have Breath. Please remain standing for our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve life in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow in harmony. Thus do we covenant with each and with all. Time for all ages. Please be seated, yeah. No, just stand through the whole thing. Could the young and young at heart come up, and we have some fun things to do.
Thank you. There we go. All right. So, yeah, we're going to stand back up. So we're going to play a game today. So stand up. Okay. Yeah, y'all just sat down. Sorry. Okay. Now we're going to play a game. Get in line behind me. And we're going to play Follow the Leader. So I'm going to start and do some actions. You all are going to follow. And then I'm going to go to the back. And then each person is going to get a chance to lead. All right. And then when I am done, when I get back up to the front, then we're going to come back here. Okay. All right. So we're playing Following the Leader. Following the Leader. Ready? Okay, your turn. Go, follow Ari. You go where you want. Yeah. And you can come to the back when you want. Now, Otto, what are you going to do? Oh, we're hopping. Follow Otto. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now Otto comes to the back. Okay. Okay, go to the back. Go to the back. Otto likes to be leader. Oh, okay, follow Carter. Okay. Oh gosh, that's here we go. All right, now Carter's at the back. Evelyn. What are you gonna do? Oh, hop on one leg. Y'all are making me work out. All right, we'll go back to the front. Good job, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay. So, we have some questions for you. So how did it...
We're really glad that Mimi didn't have to do that.
So how did it feel to be a leader when you were a leader? What do you think? Did it feel good? Yeah? I'm out of breath. Whew. Any other comments about how it felt to be a leader? Anyone? Yeah, Evelyn. Nice to have control. Yeah, totally. Yeah? Anything else? Yeah, Ari. Ooh, uncomfortable to make all the decisions. Yes, that is very wise. Yes, it does feel uncomfortable sometimes to be the leader, right? So what are some other qualities of a leader? What do you guys think? Mimi, you can answer too.
Kindness.
Any other qualities that you guys think of a leader? Qualities that maybe, what'd you say? Edible.
How about anyone out there? Do you have any ideas? John? Training the next leader.
Ooh, training the next leader. Rebecca. Courage. Ooh, Linda. Listening. Oh, yeah. Anne. Thinking of others. Yeah. Carrie. Sense of humor. Yeah. Rita. Telling the truth. When what? With tact. Telling truth with tact. Yeah, Carter.
Don't breathe in the mic.
Oh, don't breathe in the mic. Back there, yes. Be a good example? Yes, ma'am. Okay, cool. Yeah, Jessica. Integrity. Yeah. Anna. Including everyone. Ooh, we got some great comments here.
This is for Carter.
Wait, there's someone else over here who had their hand up. Oh, Eric. Getting people to do things because they want to, not just because they have to. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, Skip. Sharing leadership, yes, awesome. Yeah, these are all really, really good. So, can you think of a time when you have been a leader? Maybe in that game? Are there other times that you have been a leader, maybe? Yeah? You remember? Yeah? Ooh, team captain or coach of a sport. What were you going to say? Same thing. Yeah, totally. Yeah, team captains, coach of a sport, right? So today we're talking about leadership qualities in The Wizard of Oz. So we're talking about leadership like courage and heart and brains and, well, flying monkeys, they have a different style, right? Yep, totally. So we're going to talk about leadership qualities. So today you can be thinking about how you want to cultivate being a leader and how you want to lead with what qualities you want to lead.
I want to remind you that because hardly anyone raised their hand about times you can think of you've been a leader. I want you to think about sometimes you've been a leader without officially being a leader. Sometimes your friends all wanted to go somewhere, for example, and you knew the way, and so you helped them all get there. Or sometimes at school, if one kid was being picked on, for example, and you went in there and helped stop it and were their friend, you were being a leader. Yep. So just think that leadership isn't always standing up in front and talking or sitting up in front and talking, but sometimes it's just leading the way to what's right.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you all for coming up today. You can have a seat at our activity table or back with your parents. Thanks for coming up. So this is our offering time, and our offering for August is taken up on behalf of LA Cares Food Bank. And LA Cares is our local food bank here in Los Alamos, and in June they wrote an article in the newspaper calling for support in these uncertain times when food assistance is being cut. The federal government has cut SNAP benefits and has cut the funding that the Food Depot Bank receives, which directly affects LA Cares. So please consider giving today in order to keep people fed here in our community. You can also use that QR code for our Givelify app on the screen. And thank you for sharing your monetary gifts this morning, and may what you give bring you joy.
Oh, thank you for your generosity this morning. May your gifts help people here in our community who are facing food insecurity.
During this time, you are invited to come up to our Candles of Community space. If you haven't already, you can light a candle and write a joy or sorrow in our book. Joys and sorrows that are written will then be read out loud. And during this time, you can also remain seated and join in our meditation song number 131, Love Will Guide Us. So let us enter into this reflective time now. Candles have been lit today. Last words. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, Mimi? I'm really glad I know you and that you're a part of my life. I am too. It's been a long time for us. a very good long time. Smile at each other. I didn't know this would be our last conversation. I'm glad it was a good one. Jeff Stewart, January 27th, 1972 to August 14th, 2025. In honor of my aunt, Shirley Jensen, who passed away on Thursday. Safety for all travelers, whether land, sea, or air. I'm asking for prayers for my dear friend Donnie, who is recovering from being hit by a motorcycle in Boston. Concerns for medical news from a sister, which may resolve cleanly or may be more serious. May all of these prayers, spoken, unspoken, those remain in the quiet stillness of our heart, be lifted up today in this community. Please enter into this prayer and meditation time now. These prayer meditation words come from Laura Riordan Berardi. May we find love in this place. Love in our hearts. Love for the broken down. Love for the lonely. Love for those yet to feel whole. Love for those in between. Love for those out of our reach. May we find love, add love, and be love in this world. Amen.
Conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head is the dark, if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I could think of things I'd never thunk before. And then I'd sit and think some more. But they just nothing. Head is full of stuffing, my heart is full of pain. I would dance and be merry. Life would be a ding-a-dairy if I only had a brain. When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kind and human if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Picture me, a balcony, above a voice sings low. I hear a beat, oh, how sweet. Just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I could stay young and chipper, and I'd look it with a slipper if I only had a heart.
Thank you, Nylea and Skip. Follow the yellow brick road. Today, you all have done just that. You have followed the yellow brick road into this sanctuary. You have begun your journey. You have made it somewhere over the rainbow. And now you are off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You have set off on your journey to become a leader, just like Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, and Toto too. You have left your home this morning, and you have journeyed to this place, somewhere over the rainbow. This is a place of imagination, creativity, and colors. Your quest on this yellow brick road is to discover your true self while helping others do the same. But before you discover your true self, become a leader, and get back home, you must use the HOME acronym to start your journey and assess where you are. Along your journey, you will learn how to develop your brains, your heart, and courage. These ideas we are exploring today on leadership are based on a great book called The Leadership Secrets of Oz by B.J. Gallagher. So as we start our journey today, and as your leader, I forgot to give you your index cards and pencils, so I apologize. But you can think about the word home as an acrostic poem, right, going down. So H, we're going to think about our honestly assessing our skills and our talents. So what are some of your skills and talents you can use on your journey toward becoming your true self and as a leader? So think about that, your assessment of your own skills and talents, honest assessment, H. O, being open to new challenges and changes. What changes and challenges might you face on your journey? What changes have you or are you experiencing in your life? Is there a change you need to step into? What challenges have you or are you experiencing? Are there ways to face those challenges here in this community? So Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, and Toto all face challenges and changes together. So M in home, make the most of every opportunity. What opportunities might arise on your journey? What opportunities are arising for you right now? Maybe you have new friendships. Maybe you did a workshop yesterday that was new on somatic healing of breath work and sound bathing. Maybe you have a new pet. E in home, express your ideas, insights, and creativity. How can you best express your ideas, thoughts, insights, and creativity? Maybe that's by talking. Maybe it's using art. Maybe it's by writing sermons. Maybe it's through worship, through work, through your wider community work. Maybe living into your values and holding firm to those values. Again, your quest on this yellow brick road is to discover your true self, become a leader, and help others do the same. Then you can get back home. Along your journey, developing your brains, heart, and courage will be the key to discovering your true self and becoming a leader. Are you ready? You ready for that journey? Yes? Yeah? Okay. Let's see.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick. Follow the yellow brick.
Follow the yellow brick road. 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 Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a wizard of whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Your journey. And with Toto 2, you are not alone in your journey. The mic's off, I think. So you're not alone in your journey. Use this one. No. Can you hear me in number 1? No. Should I try this one? Number 1? Try the podium again. It's not working. Hello, hello. Number 1, you can turn on number 1 if you want. So there's technical difficulties on your journey as well. These are challenges and changes and things you have to overcome. So you have now started your journey with Toto 2, and you are not alone on your journey. Is that one on now? Okay. On Dorothy's journey, she makes new friends. She is a leader on the yellow brick road for all of these new friends she meets along the way. She's also kind and compassionate and caring, and she encourages each of these friends to journey with her to find the Wizard of Oz, who she thinks will fix everything. She helps each one cultivate a characteristic of leadership they already possess. And conversely, she learns from them too. She learns along with her friends how to develop her brains, her heart, and courage. All 3 of these help get her back home in the end. The first friend she encounters is the Scarecrow, who Skip Lovely did a rendition of that song. And one characteristic that needs to be cultivated on your journey to your true self is your brain. You could while away the hours conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. I love this line the Scarecrow sings because using your brain starts with being mindful, recognizing things in the present moment. As a leader, if you are in conversation with someone or in a meeting and are daydreaming about what you are going to do tomorrow, well, are you really present? Believe me, I have definitely experienced not being present in conversations with people. Our minds wander, yes. Mimi's laughing. It is natural, but we can catch ourselves when our minds wander. And as a leader, it is a good practice to really listen and be present. Just like the Scarecrow, we can practice being present and listening in nature, which will help us in our everyday mindfulness with people. So the Scarecrow gets a lot of practice around listening in nature and knows how to do this because he's always used to sitting outside all day long. We also need to know when to speak and when to listen. Because just as the Scarecrow says in the movie, some people without brains do an awful lot of talking. We do have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Maybe that should tell us something about listening, that it is twice as important. If we demonstrate listening as leaders, especially to different viewpoints and ideas, we might actually get folks to agree on something together after encouraging them to listen to one another. As leaders, we can help people do this listening work. And using our brains means that we can think of more than one solution to a problem. As leaders, we need to be divergent in our thinking. We need to think outside of the box for different solutions that may vary from the standard solution. We must use our creativity and imagination. The Scarecrow comes up with a solution to his own problem, demonstrating that he actually has a functional neural network. He tends to solve a lot of the problems along their journey as their group strategist. Let us watch a clip now. Our brains to learn from our mistakes or whatever may knock us down. Sometimes we might need to face our fears like the group did by entering the frightful forest in the movie. We also might need help getting put back together, like the Scarecrow needed help after the flying monkeys attacked him. In community, we are here to help one another. And as we continue using our brains along our journey towards becoming our true self and a good leader, we must commit to being lifelong learners. We will never know all the things there are to know in life. Even at the end of the movie, when the Scarecrow receives his diploma in thinkology from the wizard, he repeats the Pythagorean theorem incorrectly, y'all. It's an interesting catch. Citing an isosceles triangle instead of a right triangle, proving that he still has learning to do. The next skill to develop along our path of becoming our true self and leader is our heart. The Tin Man teaches us that being sentimental, kind, and generous are all good qualities to have. He repeats in his song, "I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrows and the boy that shoots the arrows if I only had a heart. Just to register emotion, jealousy, devotion, and really feel the part. I could stay young and chipper, and I'd lock it with a zipper if I only had a heart." The Tin Man teaches us that there is also strength in vulnerability. So if you all remember, he displays lots of creaks openly to the group and needs help oiling and smoothing them out constantly. So what creaks do we have in our lives that need help smoothing out? I can tell you one of mine. I'm really good at pointing out what went wrong first, before I point out what went well. As a leader or as someone in relationship with others, pointing out my faults first may not come Pointing out faults first may not come across as the best way to handle helping others along their path. A person in your family might have spent hours preparing for guests to come over, yet when you come into the space, all you see is the mess that was still left in the bathroom. I'm really good at pointing out the mess first, before I thank the person for preparing the whole dinner for the guests that are about to arrive. That's one of my creaks. We can retrain our brain using our heart. We can look at the positive before we look at the negative. I am more like the Scarecrow in that I want to use my brain in seeing what is wrong and problem solve. So it is my work along my journey to my true self and as a leader to retrain my brain. Sometimes it is good to use the framework of gratitude to do this, retraining of our brain. Using our heart because we need both the brain and the heart along our journey. There are other creaks in my life, like my divorce that I went through years ago, in which I learned a lot and came out better on the other side. And yes, having a therapist help along the way was necessary. I can now lead and preach from a place where this has become a scar, not a wound. I have learned that lessons from this past journey and it is no longer a wound. We must remember that we can lead others through empathy from our scarred places. But our wounded places still might be too tender and vulnerable to use in our public-facing leadership. So it is good to follow our heart and know who we are and who we aren't. Dorothy, right in the beginning of the movie, in Oz, when she gets there, asserts who she is right away with Glinda the Good Witch. Glinda asks Dorothy, "Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" And Dorothy states, "I'm not a witch at all. I am Dorothy Gale from Kansas." She states clearly who she is. Who are you? I am Reverend Tina DeYoe, UU minister. I am Tina, the kitten mama. By stating who we are, we can live into those leader roles and become our true selves. When I was being mentored along my path to becoming a minister, I was told by my minister mentor that I needed to live into calling myself a minister. I didn't want to do this at first, but looking back, I now understand that I needed to first view myself as a minister, especially if I wanted to minister to others. So again, I will ask, who are you? And what are the values that you stand for as a person? I am Tina. I am builder of community, a peacemaker, a lover of nature, a justice seeker, and a joyful soul. Who are you? Again, you can think about these questions and write down your answers later, not on your index cards, because I messed up as a leader. Towards the end of the movie, when the wizard gives the Tin Man a heart, he says, "As for you, my galvanized friend, you want a heart. You don't know how lucky you are not to have one. Hearts will never be practical until they can be made unbreakable." And the Tin Man replies, "But I still want one." Along our journey, we must follow our heart. We must feel all our feels in order to work towards developing our true self and becoming a leader. As we help others along our journey, we know this heart-centered way is not a one-way street, and that by making a difference in other people's lives, we in turn transform ourselves. The wizard states, "A heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved." As leaders, we must help make a difference in other people's lives, and this will in turn bring love back upon us. Love the people, love the people, love the people. If you think about the leaders you admire in your life, Do you admire them for their money, their fame, their talents? Or do you admire them because they made a difference for other people and the world around them? The last characteristic along our yellow brick road journey to develop towards being our true self and a leader is that of, y'all say it, courage. Courage does not mean you will not have any fear, but courage means feeling fear and taking action anyway. All of our characters were met with fear, Toto too, and all of our characters met their fears head on. They worked through their fears together. They helped one another. Fun fact about me and public speaking, I used to be very nervous up here speaking. I would literally shake. And I still get nervous sometimes, but less so. And when I do feel those nervous feelings, I work through them. In The Wizard of Oz, courage also gets confused with wisdom. The wizard points this out to the lion and tells him he is confusing courage with wisdom. Wisdom is knowing which battles to fight. Courage means fighting the battle you have chosen. Retreating away is perfectly fine in some situations. We must not allow hubris to guide our leadership. If there is a goal we are trying to make as a leader, leading others, like, for example, climbing a 14er summit, and we're not gonna make it because of weather, it is our job as a leader to lead folks out of danger, even if it does not accomplish our goal of summiting. Making the decision to turn around is wise and is courageous. Courageous leaders stand up for those who cannot defend themselves. Right when Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and Toto met the lion in the movie, the lion went after Toto. Dorothy reprimanded the lion for bullying the Scarecrow and then her little dog. She stood up for her friends. Earlier, she even stood up to Ms. Gulch and said that she could be reprimanded for Toto's actions. As a leader and protector of her dog, she took the blame. Courageous leaders also stand up for others by doing the right thing. Even though the lion is scared, he still helps in rescuing Dorothy from the wicked witch. And ultimately, courageous leaders are rooted in developing their brain and their heart too. Toto also shows immense courage throughout the movie, y'all. If you didn't notice, you can rewatch. Toto escapes from Ms. Gulch's basket and runs back to Dorothy. Toto also leads the friends to Dorothy in the witch's castle, and Toto reveals the man behind the curtain. I feel like Toto doesn't get enough credit in this movie. Even the wizard, at the end, admits his faults by stating that he is a good man, but a bad wizard. He then helps the group members see that they have the characteristics that they have been looking for all along. Dorothy is also told by Glinda that she was always able to go home. She just had to learn it for herself. Finding home and finding what your heart desires takes looking within ourselves. And this is the clip of that. So each character has possessed what they have been looking for all along. The journey is about realizing that what you desire has been inside you all along. You might have thought that the answer could come from a wizard's fake magic, but really your brain, heart, and courage and home have been inside of you all along. The journeys we take in life can peel back a layer of ourselves that we never knew was there. Sometimes I wish that I had never had to go down the journey of my divorce. But in the end, I realized I learned things about myself that I might not have if I hadn't gone down that path in my life. The yellow brick road is never the wrong road as long as you are learning and growing along your journey. And the journey is also about hope. Always holding hope as a leader. So it is our job to continue to develop our true selves toward becoming a leader that can in turn help others on their journey to do the same. Returning home is always necessary, and that acronym I mentioned you go back to. Your quest is now over. You have returned from the other side of the rainbow. How will you integrate all you have learned on your yellow brick road back into your life as a leader and as you help others develop their skills as leaders? It is up to you now to embark on another journey outside of this land of Oz. So please go forth and spread the rainbow of your true self and leadership to others. Amen. And may it be so. Please rise in body and/or spirit and sing our closing song, For the Beauty of the Earth. And we're just going to sing the first verse. As we extinguish our chalice, to quote Dorothy at the end of the movie, I love you all, and there's no place like home. Amen, and may it be so. And let us sing our closing song together, and feel free to hold hands if you would like. Go have food.